The items quietly lying around your bedroom might seem harmless, but they could actually be silently draining your wealth, disturbing your energy flow, and pulling your life into a downward spiral of illness and endless debt. Your bedroom is not just a place where you rest. It is a private space that connects directly with your subconscious mind and the energy field surrounding your body. If this space contains objects that emit conflicting frequencies, are placed in the wrong position, or carry negative energy, they can gradually erode your vitality, slow down your destiny, disrupt your inner peace, and subtly block the flow of abundance into your life. In today's video, I am going to show you 7 items that absolutely should not be present in your bedroom if you truly want to protect your health, preserve your energy, and open the door for prosperity to enter your life. This is not superstition. These are ancient principles of feng shui and spirituality that have been tested over thousands of years by those who lived in harmony with nature, with cosmic energy, and with the unseen movements of fate. But before we dive in, go ahead and leave a positive affirmation in the comments below, like planting a seed for transformation. For example, I am cleansing my energy to attract abundance, or I choose a balanced, healthy, and prosperous living space. And do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so that each week you will receive practical feng shui tips and spiritual rituals to help you live right life deeply and live abundantly, both inside and out. So what are those items that can silently make you tired, financially unstable, and buried in debt for the rest of your life? Right now, I will walk you through them one by one, so you will understand why just removing them from your bedroom can completely open up a new path for your health, your finances, and your peace of mind. Number 1. A work desk in your bedroom. In a fast-paced and competitive world, having a desk and a laptop in your bedroom has become incredibly common. But what most people do not realize is that this seemingly harmless convenience is actually one of the reasons why your mind stays tense and your consciousness never fully rests. In feng shui, the bedroom is considered a zone of stillness, a sacred place where all activity, noise, and mental calculations should come to a complete stop. It is only when energy pauses that the mind can settle. And when the mind settles, your sleep becomes deeper, your breathing slows down, and your life force begins to recharge after a long day. On the other hand, a desk, a laptop, paperwork, or a gold journal carry an entirely different kind of energy. One of pressure, expectation, constant action, and mental movement. These two opposite energies, rest versus action, when placed in the same space, create a silent conflict. That tension prevents your mind from feeling truly safe and at ease. Modern psychology refers to this as a state of unshut consciousness. Even when your body is resting, your brain continues to operate as if it is still in the workplace. This leads to restless sleep, mental fatigue, and a constant sense of strain that you may not even notice. Over time, this can result in chronic insomnia, memory decline, and a sense of burnout despite working hard, because there is no clear boundary between working and resting. From a Buddhist perspective, this is a sign of attachment to achievement, a craving for constant productivity with no pause. Life becomes a race to accomplish something, anything, while your awareness of the present moment fades away. And when your resting space also becomes a space of ambition, you slowly lose sight of what you are truly living for, other than chasing an invisible finish line. So if you absolutely must work in your bedroom, it is essential to create a clear, energetic boundary. After each work session, cover the desk with a light cloth, a bamboo curtain, or use a simple room divider to physically and symbolically separate your work zone from your resting zone. This is not just a physical gesture, it is a mental ritual that signals to your brain, it is time to shut down. It is time to return to calm rest and recovery. Number 2. Mirrors. In feng shui, a mirror is not just a surface that reflects your image. It is an amplifier of energy that can double both the positive and negative vibrations present in a room. When placed in the bedroom, a space meant for quiet relaxation and restoration, a mirror carries the opposite effect. Its reflective and active nature can disturb the energetic field, making it harder for the mind to settle, disrupting sleep and increasing low-level mental stress. Especially problematic is a mirror that directly faces the bed. Not only can this create an unconscious feeling of vulnerability while you sleep, but from a spiritual energy perspective, a mirror positioned this way is seen as a kind of gateway between two realms. It can invite in lower vibrations or unwanted spiritual influences that interfere with your physical and mental rest. During sleep, your energetic frequency is highly sensitive, and any interference from a reflective surface like a mirror can amplify feelings of discomfort without a clear reason. In addition to interrupting your sleep, a mirror that reflects the bed can also magnify your hidden emotional turbulence, making your mind even more unsettled. Over time, this energetic duplication can affect your health, drain your vitality, and reduce your ability to attract good fortune and luck in your daily life. So, if you must have a mirror in the bedroom, for example, one that is attached to your closet, use a light curtain or scarf to cover the mirror before going to sleep. This is a simple but effective way to neutralize conflicting energy and keep the bedroom's atmosphere peaceful, balanced, and true to its purpose as a sanctuary for rest. Number 3. Old pillows that have lost their support. According to feng shui, every object around you carries its own energetic frequency, and especially those that come into direct contact with your body every night, like your pillow blanket or mattress. These items do not just absorb your physical movements, they soak up your emotions, your thoughts, your worries, your dreams, and even your sorrows. An old pillow, even if it still looks fine on the outside, could be holding on to traces of your past, from unfinished dreams and restless nights of grief to silent emotions you have never expressed. In Eastern energy philosophy, the pillow is said to connect directly with the crown chakra, not a physical organ, but a symbolic center that bridges the body and spiritual awareness. If your pillow has become saturated with unresolved energy every night you lay your head on it, you are subconsciously reconnecting with what you should have already let go. Likewise, an old blanket or a deeply sunken mattress carries stagnant energy symbolizing stuckness and repetitive cycles. These things can throw your spine out of alignment, disrupt your sleep, and more subtly drain your spirit. You may begin to feel increasingly tired, unmotivated, and weighed down. Not all at once, but gradually, and without even realizing why. That is why, if you truly care about protecting your sleep, cleansing your energy, and supporting deep restoration, make it a sacred practice to replace your pillow blanket and mattress regularly. Each time you replace them, you are not only refreshing your physical space, but also closing the door on the past and telling yourself, I deserve to rest in a new energy, a lighter, brighter, and more healing energy. One simple but powerful ritual is to light a white candle before replacing your pillow or mattress. The white candle represents purification and renewal. You can also lightly spray essential oils like lavender lemongrass or sandalwood scents, known to cleanse the energy in a room, calm the mind and guide you into deeper sleep. Number 4. Green plants, especially large ones, placed near the bed. Many people believe that having plants in the room will help purify the air and make the space feel fresher. But few realize that those charming little pots of greenery could be the reason behind your restless sleep, low energy, or that constant feeling of fatigue with no clear cause. From a feng shui perspective, plants belong to the wood element, which carries a yang energy associated with movement growth and forward momentum. This is a great energy for workplaces or living areas, but it creates disharmony in the bedroom, where your mind and body need to fully unwind. Too much yang energy during rest can lead to shallow sleep, racing thoughts, and lingering exhaustion. Even biologically, plants absorb oxygen and release carbon dioxide at night, which can make the air feel stuffy, especially in a closed room. But more importantly, according to certain spiritual beliefs, plants left in the bedroom for long periods can accumulate negative or yin energy, especially if they are not properly cared for or are placed in an environment that feels heavy, sad, or mentally overwhelmed. Some people believe that plants can absorb not just toxins, but also emotional residue or lingering negativity from the space. That is why, if you still want to keep a plant in your bedroom, choose a small one with light, soft energy and no strong fragrance. Keep it out of sight from the bed and place it as far away as possible. Once a week, move the plant outside to receive natural sunlight and allow it to reset and release any trapped energy. Number 5. Photos of deceased loved ones in the bedroom. Keeping photos of loved ones who have passed away is a heartfelt and meaningful gesture. However, the bedroom is not the ideal place to store these pictures, even if it is just a small frame on your nightstand. This space is meant for the living a place of rest, renewal, and energetic protection from all vibrations of the past, no matter how beautiful they may be. In feng shui, images of the deceased are associated with yin energy, not negative, but incompatible with the yang energy needed in a bedroom. When such a photo is visible in your resting space, especially where your eyes can easily fall on it, while lying down, it may create a subtle mental connection to memories and unresolved emotions. Over time, this can give rise to a quiet sense of sadness, stillness, or even unease without a clear explanation. At night, when the environment becomes still and quiet, your personal energy field becomes more sensitive. If there are photos of the deceased in the room, that stillness can turn cold and heavy. The person sleeping there might feel weighed down, struggle to fall asleep, or experience unsettling dreams. Even if you do not consciously notice it, the energy field of the room becomes unbalanced. If you wish to keep those cherished memories alive, that is absolutely valid. But consider placing such photos on an ancestor altar in a dedicated memorial area or in a special, respectful corner of your home where you can offer incense flowers and keep the atmosphere reverent. This not only aligns with feng shui principles, but also shows proper respect to your loved ones, while safeguarding the warm, safe, and personal energy of your bedroom. Number 6. Old clothes, broken items, and unused belongings. There is a type of energy that slows life down, blocks good fortune, and leaves your spirit feeling heavy, and it does not come from outside. It starts right inside the very room where you sleep. It is the energy of stagnation created by items you no longer use, but continue to hold on to, letting them sit untouched over time. Every object in a room carries a kind of energetic presence. When an item is still in use, it maintains a connection with your daily life. But once it is no longer active in your routine, it begins to create blockages. Old clothes, broken gadgets, dusty souvenirs forgotten in drawers, though they may not seem like a problem, are often the silent culprits, delaying positive changes in your life. The more unused items surround you, the more likely your mind is to feel sluggish, uninspired, and stuck in the past. The bedroom is the space most deeply connected to your inner self. When it is filled with things that no longer serve you, it becomes harder to begin anything new. Not just at work, but emotionally as well. You might not realize it, but every time you want to make a big change in your life, the first thing you often do is clean. That is your natural instinct to clear space before something new can enter. Take time regularly to reevaluate every corner of your bedroom. Each piece of clothing you have not worn in a long time, each item sitting quietly in the bottom of a drawer, is occupying space that could be used for opportunity, lightness, and fresh energy. You do not need to throw everything out all at once. Just pick 3 items each season that no longer serve you and say goodbye with intention. That alone can get the energy moving again and lift the mental fog. Number 7. Clocks that have stopped working. In feng shui, a clock is not just a tool to tell time. It symbolizes movement, the flow of life energy, and the rhythm of progress. A functioning clock represents continuity, renewal, and energetic circulation. But once a clock stops, its symbolism reverses entirely. Time is frozen, flow is disrupted, and life force is interrupted. Leaving a dead clock in the bedroom, whether by accident or because you forgot to replace the batteries, creates a field of stagnant energy that can subtly influence the entire space. It sends an invisible message that nothing is moving, nothing is evolving, and things are stuck. This passive presence affects your mood, your sleep, and over time can even contribute to a feeling of being lost or directionless in life. From a spiritual standpoint, a stopped clock is seen as an object that breaks the life current. It is especially concerning if placed in the room of an elderly person or someone dealing with illness. Frozen time symbolizes a weakening life force, reducing the yang energy needed to support health and mental clarity for those resting in that space. The solution is simple, but it needs to be done with clarity and purpose. Either replace the battery and get the clock running again to restore its natural energy flow, or remove it entirely if you no longer need it. Never let a symbol of time sit silently beside your bed. Because it is not just mechanical stillness, it becomes a dead point in the energy field of the room. And if you think those items are just a matter of aesthetics, take a moment to pause. Because up next, we are going to dive deeper into the real consequences of poor feng shui in your bedroom. When a bedroom is arranged against the principles of feng shui, the first thing that gets thrown off is the balance of energy. Simply put, you might feel uncomfortable in your own room. You might struggle to fall asleep and not know why. You could wake up feeling even more exhausted than when you went to bed. And there will be days when you have no motivation to do anything and no clear reason why. That is a sign that your energy flow has been disturbed, blocked, or drained by unfavorable elements present in your personal space. Next, this imbalance in energy flow can take a serious toll on your mental state. People who sleep in a poorly aligned room for a long time often develop unexplained anxiety, lack of inspiration, irritability, or a feeling of disconnection from their own lives. When your energy field is out of sync, it clouds your thinking, weakens your judgment, and causes frequent setbacks in your work or goals without you being able to pinpoint the root cause. But it does not stop at emotions. Your physical life can also be affected. When your sleep is poor and your mind is unsettled, your actions become less precise. Your personal energy weakens, opportunities become harder to grasp, and money can slip through your fingers. In applied feng shui, many positive transformations begin with something as simple as rearranging the bedroom to restore the flow of life energy. More importantly, your bedroom also influences your relationships and family harmony. A room with chaotic or heavy energy can quietly create tension between people who share that space, whether it is between partners, parents, and children, or other loved ones. Over time, this can lead to emotional distance, misunderstandings, or a growing sense of disconnection. That is why decorating your bedroom is not just about making it look nice. It is about creating harmony between you and the energy that surrounds you every single day. When everything is in its rightful place and energy flows freely, you will feel the difference immediately. You sleep better, your mind feels lighter, your work goes more smoothly, and your home becomes warmer and more peaceful. And most importantly, always remember this: your bedroom is not just where you sleep, it is where you are reborn each night. It is the space where the energy of your tomorrow begins to take shape. Do not let seemingly harmless objects quietly pull you down, delay your blessings, disrupt your sleep, or leave your life in a constant state of imbalance without you even realizing it. With just a little mindfulness and a few simple adjustments, you will see when your space changes. Your destiny begins to shift in a better direction. Clean and rearrange your room with intention as a way to show love to yourself and to honor the spiritual home that lives within you. If you are ready to make that change, leave a positive affirmation in the comments. Something like, "I choose to cleanse my space and welcome new energy," or "I am ready to live lighter and luckier." And do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so we can keep exploring feng shui secrets, spiritual rituals, and practical tools that help you live with clarity, depth, and fulfillment inside and out.